Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. I hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for being here and joining me. Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, subscription to the channel, and your overall positive support. I appreciate you. Thank you. I heard neglect just now. Somebody's feeling left behind. I feel like somebody kind of got trapped in some sort of wave energy, like something kind of took over them and they didn't have a chance to escape, is what I'm feeling. I also saw, okay, so what I'm getting is some sort of vessel created, like we'll say a submarine, something that's, built to go into the depths. And we're talking about waves, so the ocean. But what I was seeing was just like a singular window and somebody just kind of inside of that safe vessel. And mind you, it's a vessel that can be able to, survive in those depths. Like it really is not made for a place to where, anything or any type of vessel can dwell and be successful. So it would have to be like an actual submarine energy, So whoever's inside of that vessel, they were able to not be harmed, even though they were in the depths. They were like well equipped and surrounded and encased in something that's protecting them. So it's like you were, whatever this is, you all were in the same sort of environment, but you collective were in the submarine, safe from, the temperatures, the whatever can be caused by going in the depths of the ocean, to where you have to have like the right equipment. Like you cannot go further than some sort of point. I heard exhaustion, without exhaustion. So we're talking about breathing energy as well. Just somebody just wasn't built, y'all, for the extremes of whatever this was. So, okay. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I've never quite had that sort of vision, but there we are. What else, Spirit? What else? I heard, what was it? Monetize or monomize or something like that. What is that, Spirit? Can you make that clear for me, please? I heard encapsulated and enveloped. So mono, it was something around that line, but I don't know. I don't know the word. So mono meaning one. But I was just seeing one person inside of that submarine, and then the other person who was, I heard encapsulated. So they were taken over by that wave energy. So I'm getting a visual now of, understanding energetically that somebody created like this huge wave, like a wave to kind of take you out, like it's tsunami energy. I don't mean to laugh, but, they created that, but they became, enveloped in that, or it overtook them in some sort of way. But it's like the whole time you had a submarine energy around you. So you were like ready for whatever. But perhaps you weren't aware of this, that you were already like I heard predestined, but it's like you were ready to go. It's really given like chariot energy without the looks of you being ready to get on a chariot, like with the armor and all of that, the horse, even though there's not a horse in the chariot. But, I think the chariot is a divine sort of energy that comes in and guides you. Like it makes you aware. It makes you have the GPS to where you're headed, to have the ideal understanding of, I'm about to go to battle or war, or I need to get somewhere, but I need to be able to survive, That's what it's giving, y'all. Did I cut the deck? I don't know. It doesn't hurt to cut it again, so. All right, y'all, let's get some cards out here. See what's happening. What's the message, Spirit? All right, I heard doomsday and it's too late. It's too late. I'm being shown like the ocean wave energy and that one person who's kind of caught in out there. So they're caught out there. I feel like that's a strong message that's resonating heavily right now. This card fell out on the floor like this, so I'll put it here, but we'll keep in mind that it fell on the floor. But this is giving me like underwater, like under the table, underwater. I heard fully submerged. So this is this. All right, y'all, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Will card. Spirit, tell us more about the Will card. I heard success. So this means victorious energy right here with the Will card. What else, Spirit? I heard chastise and I heard monteminous. There's another mono word. Like maybe singularly you did this by yourself, or you were victorious by yourself, meaning on the physical by yourself. Like you didn't have other people trying to team up to help you fight against something. Like you did this standing alone. Like I'm hearing sure-footed. Like you also had to have confidence in yourself that you could defeat or fight this character. This could be by way of a person, an energy, an entity, but singularly you did it alone. But of course you relied on your spiritual strength to do so. I heard divine disruption and divine intervention. So this means that I heard cycle just now. So this was sent after you, whatever this energy was, with that whoever created that ocean wave, and now they're consumed by it. That was for you, but not knowing you were built. I'm hearing you were built out of a submarine, like you had submarine energy to where you were able to withstand and I'm hearing so much right now, sustain, withhold, whatever it is, you guys were well equipped for this because it was, the divine knew and it was ordered. So the divine knew that this was headed your way. So when I heard ordered, I feel like that means that this was supposed to happen. It was ordered, but that would be will energy, right? So meaning somebody, something, whatever you want to call it, energy, entity, which I mentioned previously, was sent after you. But you were already well equipped as a submarine energy to withhold this ocean of a wave. I don't know, maybe like me, you maybe have a lot of dreams surrounding water. I do. At one time I was being pulled under, but I show my appreciation and honor to Goddess Yemaya for rescuing me from the mighty destructive waters that tried to consume me. I say that all the time to thank and give honor and praise to that goddess, because there was once upon a time, but now it's like so there's a connection to water from the get-go, y'all, with the channeling. So all right, y'all, let's keep going. I heard you made it through the storm. So with storms, often come casualties or disruption, I'm hearing again. So that could be by way of water elements. So somebody could have been relying on water elements. This could have been a water energy that was used to come at you, or they called on water spirits to use to come at you, but now they're being consumed by those water spirits by way of that wave taking over them, but you were already built with submarine energy. I like it. All right, y'all, that's the bottom of the deck energy. Like people really should do their research, but then it's like, well, how would they have known that? How would they have known that, the water, I want to say deities F with you, How would they have known that? I don't know. That's neither here nor there, but they found out. They definitely found out, y'all. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I don't know why I feel like my energy, I don't know what the energy is here. I don't know if it's just kind of feeling low or it's just kind of feeling like, well, damn, homie, you know? Like, oh, well, like, am I supposed to feel sympathy for, you know, somebody who tried to come at me, the collective, using water, spirits, deities, entities, whatever? Maybe there's some sort of connectivity when it comes to, there's something surrounding the word formalization, formal, like a formula. So that gives me like a rich history, almost like it's DNA attached to some drama from way back when that just keeps coming up. But this will in the upright, but you know, that would be you being built like a submarine. Like, I feel like maybe it took some lifetimes to build up that equipment to be able to say, okay, if we're gonna go low, we got to be ready to go low, you know? We're not going high with this one. I mean, yes, we're already high, but we got to go low with this one because they're about to go low. So it was already destined. It had been planned out, and then Creator Source, you know, knew by this being part of your journey, your destination, your lineage, whatever's going on there, that's deep. I don't know what this is, even with the ocean emphasis. Understanding of the depths of the ocean, like something's deep here. There's like a deep resonance surrounding water. I'm getting something about the islands. So maybe I heard natural habitat. So when I talked about things going deep in lineages and lifetimes, this could have derived from some beef way back then. From some sort of island reference or something that began on an island. I mean, I know that there's some cultures that are surrounded, you know, with their, you know, giving honor to water deities and things of that nature. You know, they are rooted from island sources of energies, heritage, lineages. Interesting, right? I talked about goddess Yemaya. Yeah, oceans, bodies of water, much. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's keep going here. It's interesting. Interesting. I'm hearing depths. Okay, so where we want to go first, y'all? Where are we gonna go? I heard surprise. Like somebody popping out like surprise. I'm not going to say what I heard after that because, you know, anyway. All right, I will say it. F-N word. That's what I heard. And of course, N-word applies to all races. Yes. That's an energy. I don't care what color your skin is. If you are F-N-word, then that's what it is. But that's who's been exposed here, who's been caught up. They caught up, y'all, for effing around. Ignorance. Whew, they didn't do their research. But again, I'm like, how would they have known? But then, you know, here we are. All right, let me keep going, y'all. I heard I'm stalling. Maybe I am. I don't know. Let me just keep going, y'all. Why would I be stalling? I heard discovery. So stalling to really tap in and know like the God's honest truth, quote unquote. Or tapping in, oh, I heard rulership, tapping into rulership. So there's I'm being told like just because we don't see it on paper doesn't mean it isn't so, something surrounding that. Like just because you don't have like the proof, like you can turn, you know, to an elder in the family and they can break out the family album and the family tree, but it only goes so far. It's like, well, just because it's not there don't mean it ain't true, y'all. So discovery, stalling, like what are you waiting for? Like to find out the truth, you're waiting for somebody to confirm something for you. They're not going to be able to do that because they're not able to reach these depths. I was up here like thinking dimensions is where we were going with this, but depths, they're not able to reach those depths. But you're the submarine. You're able to go there. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. All right, let me, I heard discovery again. Every time I want to come here, I'm hearing the word discovery. So here we go, y'all. Let's dive on in, as I always say. All right, y'all, look at what we have. We have the Knight of Cups reverse, and we have the Tower reverse. Yeah. I told you they're experiencing some depths of their own, because I feel like the depths that they're going through have to be tied to these emotions. I heard slander just now. So that ocean wave that they created for you was contained with a lot of slander, a lot of lies against you, collective, that they're now being consumed by. They got to answer for all of that, and they can't. How are they going to answer below water? That's the reference here. I heard consume, I heard mighty, and then I heard mighty consumption. Mighty consumption. So they can't, how are they going to dig themselves out of something when they're already down, like way below, deep into this? They can't dig themselves out. And then if we're talking about water, can you understand like just what's fighting against you even? So that would mean their emotions even are fighting against them. I don't know, y'all, because this, I mean, again, this, I say again, but I hadn't mentioned it yet, but, you know, we're talking about oceans and water. That's immediately connected to cups. So with the water references so heavy here, I heard magnetize. So that's why that Tower card's reversed right now, but this is divine intervention, but it's going down. You even have a waterfall in the reverse. That means something's going to dry up here pretty soon. So something's going all the way down here with this Knight of Cups reverse. I just heard nobody will listen. I mean, we can't hear you if you're underwater. How you going to talk underwater? Like, that would be difficult, right? I don't think you can do that. You probably can, but you gotta be a professional. We can talk underwater because we're inside this submarine, so we can speak, we can see you, we can hear you, but you're not saying nothing. Knight of Cups reverse. Let me keep going, y'all. So these cards here that I'm about to turn over were underneath this Knight of Cups reverse and Tower card reverse energy. We have, when I just heard again, but they won't listen. So this person with the Hierophant reverse, nobody, that's when they said they're not listening. No one's listening. Because this person, I feel, is trying to call on a higher side. But we have to keep in mind that this person's underwater. I'm hearing enveloped, consumed, but this I heard casualties. So by their own doings, this is happening to them. So now that the emotions are starting to spring out, it's almost like they're all over the place. And that's what I was going to mention earlier, that this person has some sort of mental imbalance, disorder, energy going on. But think about these misplaced emotions for so long. Now they're having to identify with, or trying to, or I don't know necessarily that they want to. It's like they have no choice right now. But then all of these emotions are brand new to them, and that they're being like force fed everything, because if they're consumed in this ocean energy, like how are they going to get air? They're consumed. So then again, having to deal with the embarrassment. So having to do with somebody not listening, and then when they're talking, nobody can hear them or understand them because they're underwater trying to talk. So that's the energy surrounding them being in some sort of mental imbalance by way of the emotions. Like they feel nobody's listening to them. Hierophant reverse, 8 of Swords reverse. I feel like they've been released. There's my Chariot. All right, so I feel like the Eight of Swords has to do with whatever like sound structure that they portrayed to give off, as far as, you know, they had it together. They've been released from that. I'm hearing shattered. Think about it. Both of you guys are underwater, have really gone there in the depths of discovery, right? Discovery was coming hard in the channeling. Their discovery has no coverage right now. You are inside of a submarine. You are the submarine. It's a one-seater, so they can't get in. Because all I saw was one person looking out of a window, sort of energy inside the safety and protection of a submarine. Whereas this person's just kind of like floating in the abyss. Like, you know, they want to say something. They're trying to, they can't really talk because, you know, how you can talk underwater like that? They're not being heard. Got the Chariot upright. Then we have the King of Cups behind that. And then we have the King of Pentacles reversed behind that. Then we have the 10. Okay, so here's the legacy lineage energy coming up, y'all. I heard the word treasures just now. So treasures would have to, okay, so I saw a Viking ship. Viking energy even. I told y'all some beef from way back then. Way back when. Then, I don't know when then is, but if we're giving an imagery of a Viking ship, then this goes way back, y'all. I mentioned islands. So I'm hearing excavation. So I don't know if this has to do with I don't know if Vikings just methodically or specifically travel to island destinations to rob or steal. When I think of Viking energy, that's what I think of. They were looking for treasure, right? So we were talking about island energy as well. So this 10 of Pentacles reverses, you know, in front of this. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm feeling a distraction energy, like almost went blank or something just now. After I mentioned like the Viking energy in the islands. But I'm being reminded about the depth energy, or going deeper, or just going there. The discovery. That's all coming back now. Ooh, y'all, we mentioned treasure, so discovery and listen, what is going on? There's something surrounding just going there, just having to go there, but I feel like it has to do with discovery. But when I'm talking to you, collective, means of your lineage and heritage, but it's not going to be written on paper for you. It's not. You know, it starts with a knowing, then it starts with research and investigation. And what else is there, Spirit? Help me so I can help the people. Thank you. What is this? What is this task list that I feel like is being shown to me? Like, you have to start here, then you have to go here and here. But the depths, the understanding, what's within your, something about a core, like your spirit, your soul. I never mentioned soul, but I don't know why I'm doing this with my hand either. I heard acknowledgement just now. The depths of the soul is what I heard. Excuse me. Soul has to do with something, a reference to the bottom of your feet, because I was shown feet when I said soul. So it's connected to feet. So there's energy of walking the grounds, like the grounds of the earth, walking. But I'm seeing somebody walking alongside of an ocean in the sand. Y'all, I don't know if this is getting personal for me. I heard yes. Okay. Because I'm being reminded of a time that, y'all, it was crazy. I don't even know. I can't go through the full expedition or whatever I wanted to say just now. I can't take you through the whole feeling and the meaning and the whys. But I was brought to an ocean front, and I felt like I got attacked, or I was about to, but nothing was there. And I was, the crazy part is I just happened to have my phone out recording with my kid. And it felt like something big and heavy and muscular rushed me out of on the right side of me. And it startled me because I'm like, there's no one out here but me and my kid, you know? And for me, the beach is very relaxing to me. But the energy was high around this time in my life. The energy was high and it wasn't good. So guys, I feel like this might have to do with me and possibly collective. You can relate to something, especially we're talking about water energy. This is water energy, but it goes deep. So maybe you could be from, an island, or, we went back to Viking energy even. If there's something special surrounding, I'm not talking about you being a water sign. I'm talking because that could be a reference, but especially I'm being shown the feet energy. So Pisces and that sort of thing, connection could have something to do with this. But I'm hearing lineage. Y'all, I was getting ready to say, y'all, this is deep, but that's all we've been talking about mentioning is the word deep. Y'all don't even know if I'm ready to continue this right now. Okay, I need to, because I'm not the only one. Obviously, we all come from predecessors, right? And I'm sure there weren't that many people as much as we have now, so we're all sons and daughters of, right? But this is a special collective. I'm talking to my soul brothers and sisters who were also part of this consumption. But it is surrounding oceans and survival, depths, treasure. Let me move over here to this Nine of Pentacles. I didn't even talk about the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles because I felt like that's when it started feeling personal. So, and then, we have the Knight of Cups reverse here. But this is the one who is in the abyss. So I guess that's how we can look at that. Because I said that somebody's out there consumed by their own creation of a wave. I heard tsunami even in the channeling. But this is their doing. But then I was like, well, why didn't they do their research to know that whoever they were coming against possibly... But see, if they were sent, then they already knew that before you did. But what you didn't know is that you were already made equipped to handle this sort of whatever was being sent your way by way of this water energy. And I'm being reminded to tell you, if you dream a lot about water, then I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Because I do too. But those references are tied to whatever this beef is from a long, long, long time ago. Viking era. It's beef. It's about money, y'all. It's about pentacles, treasure. This person's been following you. This energy, this spirit's been following you. I'm looking now at the Nine of Pentacles, and this is why. You're tied to this lineage of whatever this stolen treasure, whatever that is you. You're the son and daughter of the connection to this treasure. And this is why. But when that wheel showed up, we were told that there was some sort of thing that's done, is complete. This is it. This is the lifetime that you don't have to worry about this energy anymore. It's done. What's behind the Nine of Pentacles? The Emperor reverse. Look at that. I heard property just now. So I'm trying to, I don't know much about Vikings and that sort of thing. All I know is the connection to buried treasure and ships and fights and I heard consumption just now, but that's why they're after you. And what I felt on the beach that night, I made a TikTok of it because, like I said, I was with my kid. We were just, hey, you know, it was nighttime. We were just celebrating the moment. And then I felt like I was being rushed by this gigantic creature. I really felt the energy, like it really startled me. But then I knew not to have any fear because at the end of the day, it couldn't harm me and nothing physically was there. So it was the energy that I felt. It was hard, y'all. And it was rushing me. It rushed me. Anyway, I heard damage has been done. So this is, for, I guess, personal to me, this is nothing I have to ever worry about again. Because I told you around that time, it was hard, y'all. I was having dreams about just being taken by water. Like, and I would have dreams to where I was gasping for air. I would wake up, you know, like that, like it was happening more often than I would have liked. And then I'm being reminded, y'all, I almost drowned 3 times in my childhood. So that's why that's confirmation that when I said that this was for me, it was for me. And possibly collective, if you have experienced almost drowning in your childhood, this is also for you. But I feel like if you were having water dreams, what I said for confirmation, if this was for you as well, because we're all sons and daughters of this energy, this should heavily resonate with you. To know that whatever has been chasing you for this long, this Viking energy or whatever, maybe the Vikings were the good guys, I don't know. But something was coming after somebody, and it's been coming and chasing for a while now, lifetimes. But you built up that submarine energy to where you're good. We can go deep how low you want to go. But you don't have to do that anymore. And that chariot energy, that's what was coming around that submarine. Like you were already equipped. Anyway, y'all, I feel like the Emperor, I almost said Empress reverse, y'all. So that 9 of Pentacles is a pre-Empress energy. I'm hearing talk about the one that got away. Boom, there's your dynamic. The one that got away, collective, that's you. But the Will card is letting you know is a done deal. But you are always getting away from this energy. Whoever this Emperor reverse is somebody who wanted to lock you down. What's the D word I mentioned? It was a D word that had to do with like consumption even. I can't recall. I just remember the energy surrounding the word, but I can't recall the word. Anyway, y'all, let me keep going, y'all. So hey, to my brothers and sisters that we're from the same kind of lineage, bloodline, or whatever this is. We come from this. But I heard hallelujah. So that might be tied to maybe the origin of hallelujah, or maybe it's around this time or something. Because I don't say that. I mean, I have said it, you know, over the years, but that's not a go-to for me. So that came up just now. So now I have to research the origins of hallelujah. Let me turn this card over because it's connected to this energy here. Let's see what we have. We have the 5 of Pentacles reverse, the Page of Cups reverse, and the Page of Wands. I heard this has always been. Look at the 2 pages. The two people starting out on the same kind of landscape, the same fresh air that they breathe, the same territory even. But it's like what this has given me is always coming up together. So when you were born, they were born too. And that's how I'm hearing something about a cycle. But when I was over here, my hand kept doing this, but it felt like, okay, it's that movement of water. I couldn't stop my hand from doing that when I was over here. So this has always been, y'all. But look, we have the will card. It's always been this way. I often get that energy of, you know, when you know that somebody's been assigned to you, and that's clearly what's been going on here. You already have a knowing that, okay, so that means anytime I'm birthed, you know, whatever year it is, this person is going to show up soon. They're going to be birthed somewhere. And then somehow those energies, spirits, whatever that is, are going to find one another. And that's what's been happening. I don't know if you were having water dreams before you met a particular person or not. But I mentioned, you know, if you happen to have experienced a potential drowning in your youth, for me, it was 3 times. I remember distinctly. Now, one time, I don't know how I got out of that. I'm not even going to tell y'all the story, but I just know I almost drowned in water, in a body of water 3 times. They really tried to take me out early. All right, y'all, I know this is deep. I keep hearing it. Well, I heard again, not that it keeps going but it's been coming out. But I was just shown the energy of deep again. Y'all, deep, water, discovery, excavation I'm hearing. But wouldn't that be digging? We were talking about treasure here. And Viking energy came up over here. Digging, discovery. All right. We have the 3 of Wands reversed. I told you they could pack it up and go home. I mean, they're enveloped. So that was giving me the abyss energy. They're out there just floating in the whatever they created. They created that for themselves. And they're out there in the deep sea floating. Like they're just there. Like if you just see somebody just like this in the water. But deep down in the water. Like they're not moving from that spot. That's what I see. They're not frantically trying to, you know, scurry their arms so they can move and swim. No, they're right there like this in the deep. Because I'm seeing like blues, but that lets me know how deep they are down. Because right here is like a midnight blue, and they're like right on top of that. So they're down there deep. But you were in the submarine, so you were able to kind of see this, and they see you, but you're the one covered in safety. They're out there floating. All right, y'all, this was the card that fell on the floor, right? I was just reminded when I said when we get to this card, remember, this is the one that fell on the floor. What did I hear just now? Whatever it is, it's a done deal. Whatever, that's the energy. I don't know what I said per se when I saw that card and flipped it over, but that was the card that fell on the floor, y'all. It's a done deal. It's done. Like lifetimes and lifetimes of this happening and occurring to you. This lifetime is done. Let's see what these 3 cards are, y'all. Ooh, I don't know if because the energy got how it was, because I'm noticeably now, you know, I'm more up than what I was, but we were talking about water, and I guess maybe that would have to do with the density. There may not have been a lot of like talking verbally, like how I normally would. I don't know, it was something strange going into this, y'all, but I got it now. Maybe it has something to do with the compression energy of being in that submarine even. You don't want to talk and take out all the air. I don't know. I've never been in a submarine. I don't know. Maybe there's not a lot to talk about in a submarine. I just feel somebody just looking out the window, just excited to see, but also haunted, and it's mysterious. And mysterious is like you're lost for words even, just with what you're able to see down there. Like it wouldn't be any talking. Even if there were several people there, nobody would be talking. I'm hearing it's hauntingly good. But I feel like earlier in the energy, there was something that, you know, it feels good, but it's still kind of like, well, Almost like they did it to themselves. I'm being revisited by that energy, y'all. They did it to themselves. So, Anyway, here we are. We have the Two of Wands, the Five of Cups, and then we have the Page of Swords. That's the third page we've seen. Spirit, what is this in my hand? What is this energy? It's on the side, so I heard interpretation. And I heard in the midst. Okay, so y'all, they obviously, when I said, well, not obviously, but I said no one's hearing them from this Knight of Cups reverse. These cards right now feel like they all have to do with making a decision, not only a decision, but make it like your best decision. But these cards also show me like they are in a position to ever have been accounted for when it comes to making their best decision, because their decisions have always been okay, so I'm hearing ego-based, but there's another word surrounding that. So there's an immaturity, but there was something else that was coming up, but I didn't quite grasp it. I heard egotistical just now. But their decisions have always been based on, I don't care who knows, is what I heard just now. So if that was their frame of reference, I don't care who knows, that means that even they knew they would be found out somewhere down the line, but I don't think they anticipated the discovery is what I'm hearing. They didn't anticipate that it would, because this person's being consumed by their own actions, their own doings. That was clear from the beginning. I heard judgment just now. I know there's something else here, y'all. Give me one moment. I heard escape and then territory. Y'all, this has to do with the actual energy of the spirit. That they didn't care who knows. So that means they were, would be willing to use anyone to get to you, collective. So there was no discretion when it came to who or what this actual spirit would possess. I want to know what the spirit is. Holy Spirit, can you tell me what this spirit is, or a name or a reference? Because like I said, I don't know if the Vikings were the good people or not. I don't know. Spirit, what is this actual spirit that's... I heard Jezebel just now. So a Jezebel spirit, meaning it didn't matter who, because there was no like discretion. So it didn't matter if this Jezebel spirit, what I just heard, I heard enveloped, encased. So that would be a man or a woman. Enveloped or encased, a man or a woman. Because they didn't care who knew. So that also gives me a spirit of, okay, so I heard derangement. So there was no discretion, you guys. So that Jezebel energy spirit, even, if it jumped in a man or a woman connected to you, like it didn't withhold, it didn't hold back. So I'm hearing the word embarrassment again. So this means that this Jezebel energy would go through extremes, or take the vessel, the person, through extremes even. So would have them doing things that would embarrass them later. But there was something about a wave, a consumption that this person created, to now they're encased in it, entrapped in it. They're in the depths of the ocean without any sort of survival gear. So they're way in it deep, whatever this is. So the embarrassment comes from, now they can't believe that they like little kids. Now they can't, stuff like that. So that Jezebel energy embarrassed the person. So now when you hear news about this person and what they were really into, it's gonna make your stomach turn. It's gonna, this person's embarrassed. They were in too deep, is what I heard. So in too deep was that Jezebel spirit. I heard exfoliating, exposing. Exfoliate would mean to purge out, right? Exfoliate. So all of those Jezebel energies, all of them I heard permeating. I don't use that word, but coming out of the pores of someone. So they were dealing with all kinds of Jezebel energies by way of the spirit. So whatever you know a Jezebel to be, this person like harbored a lot of those different Jezebel type spirits. So that's where the embarrassment is coming from. So if we're talking about a grown ass man who like little kids or little boys or whatever, they don't even know how that came about or how to identify with where to even start with how they took a liking or whatever. That was that Jezebel spirit energy. All right, y'all. I think it's time to call this I heard a one-hitter quitter. So somebody just got some truth for their ass just now. Knocked them out. All right. I hope this helps, y'all.